Today we're on a mission to find the most beautiful places in the whole of Karimunjawa. We'll be visiting some incredible viewpoints and swimming in some of the clearest water you have ever seen. So join us as we discover this hidden gem that you need to add to your bucket list. So one place you cannot miss while visiting Karimunjawa is the main town. It is so brightly coloured, there's beautiful little buildings, there's incredibly colourful green mosques, and you have to check out the harbour area where there is such clear water, loads of fish, and it's a perfect place to watch sunset. So we've just come to Beta Muda Kim Mosque, which is like the main mosque in the whole of the island, and we were going on our boat trip yesterday, and it's this minaret here is literally the only structure on the whole island, except for the massive hill in the middle, that's over a few meters tall. It sticks out above town, and where it's bright green as well. It looks really cool, but it looks absolutely stunning to walk past. You can hear the call to prayer from miles away. It's honestly such a beautiful place, just such a colourful and vibrant town just to walk through and see all the different coloured buildings. We've seen a few different mosques on the island, and they all seem to be painted this really brightly coloured green. It's really cool and really unique. Even though this town literally consists of 3 streets, it has everything you could need. It's got little restaurants and cafes, convenience shops, clothes shops. You got places for spas and massages. You've got everything you might want, so you could spend ages here, just call this place home, go to a cafe, get something to eat at the restaurant. It's so cute and welcoming, everyone's saying hi and greeting you. It's definitely such a nice atmosphere here.
The main way to get around Karimunjawa is by moped or motorcycle. However, we have been told that the roads here are not in the best condition, and they're certainly not for beginners. And we have never ridden a moped before, so we are definitely not risking it here. You hear it all too often of accidents happening in various places around Southeast Asia, and we don't want to be another one of those. But it is also quite walkable. If you are experienced at riding a bike, it costs 75,000 a day to rent one. So yeah, if you are used to it, then that would be a great way to explore the island, but we are going on foot.
So we have just left the main town of Karimunjawa, and we're taking about a 20-minute walk to some of the beaches on the east coast. Hopefully they're as good as the beaches we saw yesterday on the boat trip. So fingers crossed, just can't wait to jump in the water and have a nice refreshing swim and hopefully see some fish as well.
We are just on our way down to our first beach of the day. This one is nicknamed Sunrise Beach because it's on the east, so I'm assuming it has a great sunrise, but we are a little bit late for that today. I am still so excited to see what this beach looks like. Let's go.
So we have made it down to the beach, and we are the only ones here, which is really nice. It is a lot smaller than we thought it would be, but it still looks absolutely beautiful. The water is crystal clear again. There's a bit of rubbish on the beach, but there's also a swing which makes up for it. Don't know if we're actually going to relax here because it's quite windy, and I think there's some better beaches that are a bit bigger, a bit further up, but we're still going to enjoy it here for a little bit and take in the beautiful views. So we have just left Sunrise Beach and we're heading to our next beach of the day. However, it's a 30-minute walk and it is not flat at all. Times like this make me think that I want to learn how to ride a scooter, but not on these roads. So for now, we've got a nice hilly walk ahead of us. It's quite hot, but apparently this is meant to be one of the most beautiful beaches on that island we're heading to, so really looking forward to it. So we're just on our way to the next beach, and we had to stop because we found this amazing viewpoint. You can see how clear the water is. You can see very far in the distance the beach we want to go to, and it looks beautiful. It looks like there's a few people there playing in the water. It looks quite shallow, but hopefully it should be incredible. The views are absolutely beautiful. You see all the mountains and hills of the island. It's such paradise we're at. It's definitely what I believe Bali was like a few years ago before all the tourism. There's hardly anyone here. Just the gravel roads and literally no other tourists. It's so nice, so peaceful.
We have made it to our second beach for the day. This one is stunning. This one's called Bobby's Beach. There is an entrance fee of 10,000 per person, but it means the beach is absolutely pristine. There's someone out cleaning it. They've obviously raked the sand. It's so soft, perfectly white, and it's just so beautiful. Look at the sea. And I just can't get over how stunning and clear the sea is. Unfortunately, it does look very, very shallow, like only puddle worthy. I don't think we're actually going to be able to swim, but I think that's quite common for all the beaches around here. Regardless, it's absolutely beautiful. There is like a shop there as well, and a few like cabanas you can sit under, plenty of shade, beautiful palm trees. It's beautiful. And I have a child playing on the swing. It keeps them entertained. Right, let's see what this water's like. Oh my goodness, it feels like bath water. It is so warm. I mean, I'm barely in. It's like up to my mid calves. And I don't think it gets much deeper than that. You have to go very far out. I see people 100 meters in the distance that are still barely at thigh height. But still, this is lovely. Like, I have never seen water quite so clear. Maybe on the beaches yesterday, but this is paradise. There's no other way to describe it. And just look at that backdrop with all the palm trees. Absolutely stunning. I'm quite happy relaxing here for a while.
Very much full.
Wow. We've spent the last few hours swimming and relaxing in the sea. It was a lot of fun. And now we've decided to treat ourselves to a mango juice. They've got mango juice, coconuts, all sorts here, which is just ideal. That is so good, so fresh, delicious. I'm also surprised by how quiet the beach is, even now. Like, there's only been a few people on it all day, and this is meant to be one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, so highly recommend.
So we have just left Bobby's Beach and it was absolutely beautiful. We decided to leave a little bit early so we can try and head back. The initial plan was to try and book a taxi. However, everyone seemed really confused by us wanting to get a taxi. We've been offered motorbikes, but we don't want to start riding bikes quite yet, especially as it's going to get dark soon and we wouldn't have a way to return them back to where we are. So that means we've probably got about an hour walk up very hilly terrain. Luckily it's a bit cooler now, but yeah, not the ideal situation. So we made it back eventually to the town in Karimunjawa. We went back to the apartment quickly and had a shower and a change because we were covered in sand. But now we've come out to probably our favourite place in the whole of Karimunjawa. The harbour area is so beautiful, the perfect place to watch sunset. So that's what we're about to do now. We've come just before the sun has fully set to be able to watch the whole thing. So hopefully this should be a really magical experience.
That was such a beautiful sunset. I love that spot because you've just got the bluest water in front of you with the fish swimming around the underneath, and it's just so beautiful. The sun sets right in front of the jetty, so like stunning. That is the best place to watch sunset. There is Sunset Beach as well, which is on the west side of the island. We haven't been to that one yet, but maybe we will go there. But for now, that is our favourite sunset spot. We are now on our way to dinner. Nat's picked this restaurant, so I don't really know what it's got to offer or anything about it, so who knows what could happen.
I don't know what it's got to offer either, so we'll see.
We might be back at one of the ones we went to the other day. So Nat's plan unfortunately failed. Not completely his fault, partly mine, because my phone is the only one with data, and I forgot it and left it back at our accommodation. So we couldn't actually look up where we were supposed to be going, and we couldn't find it. And so we're back at this beautiful place that we had dinner at 2 nights ago on our first night, and it is amazing. So I am not disappointed to be back here. The vibe is 10 out of 10. We're sat on like this little like beach. There's sand on the floor. It's so nice. They've got like chill music playing in the background. There's cactuses. Yeah, very excited. So they do a vegan rendang here, which is absolutely amazing. They have a couple of different veg options. It might look a little questionable, but trust me, it's delicious. I believe the rendang is made from jackfruit, and I've got like a curry bit here and square rice. So good. It's so like, it's perfectly spiced. It's so flavorful. The rendang literally melts in your mouth. It's insane. 10 out of 10.
So our next spot is Bukit Love, which is meant to be one of the best viewpoints in the whole of Karimunjawa. However, that does mean hiking uphill to the viewpoint. But apparently there's a really nice cafe at the top, so looking forward to that.
To get into Bukit Love is a 15,000 entry fee per person, which is nothing really, and already we have insane views over the sea and the islands in the distance. We're not even halfway up yet, and it's just incredible. Let's go see what it's like at the top.
So it turns out this place is actually really big. Like, you've got the cafe just over there, which has incredible views, and then it goes up to like different like Instagram spots. I think we're at the highest point now, and the view is absolutely stunning. You can see all like the crystal clear water where all the coral reefs are, islands in the background. You can see the town like all the way in the distance over there. It's so cool. This is definitely the best viewpoint in the whole of Karimunjawa.
Bukit Love is so beautiful. Like, the views are insane all the way around. We have these beautiful views. The flowers are so pretty. They're like, it's this whole tropical garden. They've done such a great job of building all of these like rocky paths and little like Instagram spots, and it is very beautiful. They've done an amazing job here. It is very Instagram. I mean, we have heart frames, we have Karimunjawa signs, but despite that, it's actually so quiet here. There's been like one other group at the same time as us, and that's kind of it, which is crazy. So it's actually really peaceful too. I think now we're probably going to head to the cafe to try that out.
So we've just made it to the cafe, and it is so nice here. The prices are a lot more reasonable than I thought they would be.
So good, actually.
Yeah, but the view is absolutely incredible. I could stay here for hours and just watch this view.
They've got 2 different levels. There's like the restaurant level downstairs, and then we've come to the upstairs level, which has a bit of shade and obviously an even better view because we're a bit higher.
So our drinks have just arrived and they look absolutely incredible. So we've gone for a fresh mango smoothie and a Oreo milkshake, which is like the perfect thing we need to cool down because it is absolutely boiling today. But the views are incredible. So if you are after a cheap drink, because both of these together cost about 40,000 rupiah, which is insane. And if you want an incredible view, you definitely need to come to Bukit Love while you're in Karimunjawa.
Come for a walk in the mangroves. Near the north of the island is this beautiful mangrove like reserve. We've got these like boardwalks walking all the way through. It's very shaded, it's very peaceful, and it gets out the sun for a little bit.
Most people just assume Karimunjawa is just full of beaches and stuff, but there's actually some beautiful walks as well. So you don't just have to spend all day relaxing on the beach, which It
I mean,
wouldn't
that's,
necessarily
yeah.
be a bad thing,
No.
but if you do want something different, they have plenty of other options as well. We had seen some like photos online that the boardwalks were like broken and like not well maintained, but currently they're actually really nice. They're all like look quite new, none of them are rotten or anything, so don't be scared or let that put you off, because they're actually really nice. I don't think it's too far of a walk, maybe like a kilometre or so for the loop, so we're about halfway through to get to the out point, and apparently there's a really good view at the end with a watchtower, so looking forward to that.
Look at the roots on these trees. They're all like sticking up and they're very cool. It almost looks like spiders' legs. The roots are taller than I am. The roots are taller than I am on the boardwalk.
We've just made it to the watchtower. We've climbed up only a few levels, and the views are absolutely incredible. You've got 360-degree views of the island. You've got like the mangroves on that side and all of the mountains on that side. It is absolutely stunning to see for miles. If we were still in Borneo, I'd assume there'd be crocodiles down there, but luckily there's not. But definitely need to make this part of your Karimunjawa itinerary because it's absolutely beautiful. So I think I found the section of the boardwalk that the reviews were on about. Luckily they've built like a few planks going over it, so it's not as bad as the photos look, but yeah, don't want to fall in here. There's not many animals. I've only seen like a couple of fish and like spiders and stuff, so there's nothing like scary, but don't really want to fall in mud. So yeah, if you are planning on coming, just watch your footing and be aware where you step. Just finished at the Mangrove Walk. We only spent about 20 minutes there. It's not long at all, but it's a nice change from like relaxing on the beach. So if you do want to go for a walk, get out of the shade of it, it's definitely a beautiful place to come because there is some incredible views. I think next we're heading to another beach. For this one should be one of the most beautiful in the island apparently, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we might be able to swim as well. So we've just come to the northeast of the island, and this is Annora Beach. So it's like a little cape that sticks out, and there's a few little beaches along this area. This one is probably the biggest with the most facilities. Like there's a few little shops and stuff, and there's loads of like swings and deck chairs to relax on. However, the water is still quite shallow, so we're going to head a bit further up because we saw a bit better beach where the water is a bit deep, and hopefully we can snorkel. So that's our next stop for the day.
We have come to Annora Beach, just a little bit further inland on the same cape that we were just at. It's a little bit busier than the beach right at the end, but it is still really beautiful. There's palm trees, there's the classic swings, the sand looks so soft, and I can't wait to get down there, and I hope the sea is deep enough to swim. I'm not holding out too much hope because I just don't think that's a thing on this island, but fingers crossed, we can have a little bit of hope.
Why do people enjoy these? It's just rope digging into my back.
So unfortunately this is another beach where you can't really swim. The water is very, very shallow until very, very far out, but that's fine because it's still incredibly beautiful, and they've got like all of these like deck chairs and stuff that you can use for free or like included in the entrance fee. Yeah, I think we're just going to enjoy here for like another half an hour or so, and then head to what is sadly going to be our final beach on Karimunjawa that I think we might have saved the best till last.
We've just come to our last beach of Karimunjawa, which is Sunset Beach, and there's like apparently 3 different beaches along here. We've just come to the first one. It's 10k entry fee per person, and by the looks of it, you can actually swim here, which is incredible. And they've got these really comfortable bean bags you can use. Don't know if you have to pay for them, but we're taking advantage of them. The sand is beautifully white. The water looks so inviting. We can't wait to jump in and actually go for a swim.
This is why you don't go on the hammock. Look at his back still. This is like an hour later.
It wasn't even that comfortable.
That was amazing. We have just finished snorkeling in the sea at Sunset Beach and it was amazing. The fact that we can actually swim here was really good. The water doesn't get that deep. We were very far out and it was, I think, about Nat's shoulder height when he was stood up. So it doesn't get that deep, but it's deep enough to swim, which is always a plus. And we saw 6 different Nemos, which is amazing. So the snorkeling here is okay. There's a few little coral reefs. It's not like amazing, but we saw Nemo, so it's also not that bad. That was just, what a perfect way to end our trip to Karimunjawa.
So this beach seems to have like a little drinks and snacks stall, and we've been travelling for 2.5 months and haven't had a coconut yet. So I think what's a better place to have your first coconut than here? So I've just ordered our coconut and a fresh mango juice. So hopefully that'll be the perfect way to finish our holiday here. You can also order like nasi goreng and like full hot meals here. So if you do want to have a meal here, it's definitely the place to come. They look absolutely delicious as well.
We've got refreshments. I've never had a coconut before. This is my first one. He said it was a special one, a big coconut. So it's massive. I feel a little overwhelmed. Okay, I'll get the hype. That's really good. So refreshing. So if you're worried that you might miss the sunset here, not to worry at all, because just before the sun is due to set, this place turns into an Instagram paradise. All the influencers come down to the beach and are literally lined along the water taking photos the whole way. I mean, it's beautiful, so why not? But yeah, that is one telltale sign that the sun's about to set.
So the sun is just beginning to set behind the clouds. Hasn't fully set yet, but this Sunset Beach is famous for obviously a sunset. However, I personally think that the harbour inside Karimunjawa, like main town, has a better view of sunset, as it's like directly in front of the docks, and it's honestly so beautiful. So we highly recommend going there for sunset. Obviously, if you've got multiple days, go to different points around the island, but we've had such an amazing last couple of days exploring the highlights of Karimunjawa. There's a lot more to do. There's some more beautiful beaches further north, and you can do a couple of more walks. Highly recommend going snorkeling as well, like we did in day one, because that was honestly incredible. The amount of marine life and cool here is just stunning, so highly recommend doing that. So if you've enjoyed discovering this new hidden gem of Indonesia, which could potentially become the next Bali, give this video a like and subscribe so you don't see where else in Indonesia and the rest of Southeast Asia we've got to come, because honestly, we've got some pretty incredible places.
I swear this man doesn't drink or he hasn't taken anything. This is just him.
We get demonetized.